God, grant me the serenity to accept.
Redemption and recovery are powerful words. Most of us are beginning to understand that when it comes to addiction, redemption and recovery are possible. Treatment works. And this is the foundation of the North Carolina 26th Judicial District Drug Court, known as the STEP program: supervision, treatment, education, and prevention.
It's important to me because I've been able to grow up all over again. It provided me education, protection, correction, and direction. It gave me life again.
Drug Court was established by statute in 1995 to enhance and monitor the delivery of treatment services to chemically dependent adult offenders while holding those offenders rigorously accountable for complying with their court-ordered treatment plans.
It is a phenomenal approach to court-supervised recovery and rehabilitation. The hands-on, the every 2 weeks court sessions, the mutual accountability, the judge's involvement, and the opportunity for treatment is phenomenal. And for everybody we keep out of prison, we're saving a huge amount of money.
The overall goal of Drug Court is to significantly break the cycle of addiction that gives rise to repeated law-breaking episodes by enhancing the likelihood that the drug-driven offender will remain drug and crime-free and socially responsible. The Drug Court seeks to reduce justice system, health system, and other system costs associated with continuing drug use and criminal involvement.
We were seeing the same people over and over again in the court system. We were putting them in jail, they'd get out, and in no time they'd be back, but nobody was providing any kind of treatment for them to deal with the underlying problem. So Drug Court was designed to deal with the underlying issues, to get help for whatever it was, whether it was drug abuse, alcohol abuse, or other problems, mental health issues, to get them treatments so that we could stop the recidivism, we could stop that revolving door.
STEP now celebrates its 20th year, and on Saturday, April 18th, alumni and supporters gathered to celebrate, reflect, and show their support for a program that has changed the lives of so many, proving that treatment works.
You should celebrate tonight not just the STEP program and the drug treatment courts, but all of the other specialty courts that have been created in the system across North Carolina. Your idea was the germ of every single one of them. We thank you for our family courts, for our custody mediation program. We thank you for our mental health courts. We thank you for all of those because you prove the idea, you prove the concept that intervention in a different way than simply banging the gavel and sending someone off to the jail can work. That's a huge success, and you ought to take credit for it.
As part of the 20th anniversary celebration, the first annual STEP Award was presented to an individual whose untiring support and advocacy for this program dates back to its creation.
It was with great pleasure that I get to introduce to you tonight the first recipient of this award, Ms. Tonda Wild from the Task Program McLeod Center.
You wanted to know if I was going to tell you how I did this, but I'm not going to. Wow. I'm almost speechless, and that's sort of hard to get me there. I've been in this field for many, many years, and I, like probably all of us in here, come to work every day hopeful that we can make a difference in somebody's life. I think the difference in those early years of the drug court is that we were able to come to work every day knowing we made a difference. So there are so many people to thank for this. 3 people in particular who it was always the three amigos and me. To Bob Ward, who has his camera, nothing changes after 20 years. To Steve Ward and to Judge Phil Howerton, your names are all over this. I can't tell you enough what a pleasure it was and such an honor to be part of your team. Thank you.
So what are the program's outcomes? Mecklenburg Drug Court reports that 80% of Mecklenburg participants remain arrest-free for at least 2 years. This is better than the national rate of 75%. Incarceration of drug-using offenders costs between $23,000 and $50,000 a year. Overall, even with treatment costs, the savings per person is $5,000 to $6,000. Drug court actually doubles our society's return on investment with a savings of $2 for every $1 spent on the program.
In the state of North Carolina, it takes approximately $30,000 a year to house one person in the Department of Corrections. However, for a drug treatment court program, it costs anywhere from $2,500 to $4,000 a year. So one can see the cost savings when you make that comparison.
Throughout their involvement, program participants are required to participate in court supervision, drug screening or testing, and drug or alcohol treatment programs. An assigned case coordinator meets regularly with the client to promote behavior change and to assist with needed services like medical, social, employment, and affordable housing. The underlying themes of serenity, courage, and wisdom are the cornerstones in building the foundation of recovery. It's a challenge worth taking.
My real hope is that we'll be able to get the community to buy into this and properly fund the necessary courts and the necessary treatment modalities so that we can treat as many people as possible who need treatment. Hopefully that we can treat everyone who comes through the court system who needs the treatment.
This is not a dead-end street. It's a new beginning. For you to come in this program, you must be willing to put just as much into this program as you did into your drug and alcohol out in the streets. But you have to develop some willingness to do it. It's not just given to you. It's not passed on. It's not a byproduct. It takes some work. It's simple, but not easy.